Welcome back to day 3. Have you ever been confused about where to put the apostrophe? Is it Teacher's Day or Teacher's Day? If you put comma in the wrong place, you are not just making spelling mistakes, you are changing the entire meaning of that sentence. In competitive exam, this is the number one reason students lose marks. Yesterday we covered types, today we conquer gender and cases. And we are going to learn what is the difference between boys and boys, whose and whose, and why we cannot say table's leg, and why its and its are completely different. Let's start. In English, gender is not just about male and female. There are 4 categories you must know. The first one is masculine, a noun that denotes a male is said to be of the masculine gender. A noun that denotes a male is said to be of the masculine gender. For example, boy, tiger, actor, father, lion, etc. And the next is feminine. Second one, feminine. A noun that denotes a female that is said to be of the feminine gender. A noun that denotes a female is said to be of the feminine gender. For example, girl, tigress, actress, mother, lioness, etc. Now the next is common gender. This is the exam favorites gender because this noun, these are the nouns that can be both male or female. For example, teacher, student, child, cousin, etc. And the fourth one is neuter gender. A noun that is neither male nor female. Means the non-living things, things without life. Things without life. For example, pen, board, book, table, etc. We use he for masculine gender. We use she for feminine gender. And for common, we use he, she, they according to the noun we are talking about. For example, if we are saying students are in the field, they are playing cricket. And if we are talking about teacher, teacher is in the classroom. If there is a female teacher, then we will say she is teaching this subject. If that is a male teacher, then we will say he is teaching this subject or that subject. And for neuter, we use it. For example, this is duster and it's mine. It is mine. So I hope you all understood these four genders. Now let's see the possessive case. This is the most important part of this video. So listen very carefully. The possessive case shows ownership. We use an apostrophe plus s. Rule number 1. Living versus non-living. We use apostrophe s with living. For example, Ram's book. We do not use apostrophe s with non-living. You cannot say the table's leg. You cannot say this, but we should say the leg of the table. But what about a day's leave or an arm's length? This is not the living nouns, but still we are using apostrophe s because possessive case is not just limited to living nouns but also with nouns of time, relation, fixed expression, ownership, distance, measure, abstract, association, duration. So here a day's leave is right, as day is the noun of time and apostrophe s shows duration, not the ownership, meaning leave of one day. Similarly, a week's holiday, an hour's delay, a year's experience. This is called the possessive of time or measure. Similarly, at arm's length. Here, arm is not used as living being, but as measure distance, meaning a distance equal to the length of an arm. Similarly, a stone's throw, a hand's breadth, at sword's point, these are idiomatic possessives fixed by long uses. Now let's see the rule number 2. The S ending plurals. If the plural nouns end with letter S, like boys, then just add apostrophe and the next word. For example, boys hostel. But when the plural does not end with, when the plural noun does not end with S, then put apostrophe S. For example, men's club. Here, put the apostrophe S. But here, when the word is end with S, only apostrophe. And then the word, next word. Here, apostrophe S, then the next word. Now, the rule number 3. Double hissing sound. For modern spoken. If a name ends with S, double S, SH, CH, X or Z sound, we often use only apostrophe. Only apostrophe. For example, for goodness sake, the princess dress, the glass edge. This rule is mainly used in modern English spoken, but in examiners usually accept both the forms. For example, James's book or James's book. Both are grammatically correct. However, within one answer or paragraph, you must not mix the styles. Why I mentioned mainly in modern spoken English? Because in speech, people naturally avoid saying James's book. So, James book sounds smoother. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि ये रूल एग्जाम पर्पज से और राइटिंग पर्पज से गलत है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं। इसका बस सिंपल सा मतलब ये है कि एग्जामिनर्स कभी कभी ये होता है कि अपने आप को मॉडर्न इंग्लिश से अपग्रेड नहीं करे हो तो, या जो टीचर आपको जो भी पढ़ा रही हैं या पढ़ा रहे हैं, दे एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम यू टू फॉलो देम। तो इस वजह से मैंने मेनली मॉडर्न स्पोकन को मेंशन करा है। ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड। एग्जाम किलर्स, they whose versus whose and its versus its. Examiners love to confuse you with these two. Number one, whose versus whose. This mean possession. For example, whose bag is this? And whose meaning who is. For example, who is coming to meet me? We can write this who is, we can write whose. Who's coming to meet me? Next, its versus its. Without apostrophe means possession. For example, the dog wagged its tail. And with apostrophe meaning it is, means it's a sunny day. Like it is a sunny day. If you have remembered the problem shown on the board at the starting of the video, then now you know table's leg is 100% wrong. It's leg of table. Next, boys means is one boy, and boys is many boys. So, day 3 is officially in your notebooks. I have prepared a practice sheet with 50 exam questions specifically on gender and apostrophe rules. Download it from the description and practice it. So tomorrow we are moving to pronounce the words that replace everything we learned today. So don't miss it. See you in the next class. Till then, take care and keep practicing.